Oh my goodness me, what is happening tonight? Welcome to the Celtic fans from all around the world. Sorry, I'm in boxing mode because I've just been watching some. To be honest, see when you look at I'll just do this first of all. Oh my goodness me, what is there we go. See when you look at the UK from the outside, it's sometimes it's just the funniest shit show ever. I came across something on Twitter and it just made me really laugh. It's nothing to do with football, but yeah, it's kind of politics, and we're meant to stay away from politics on the show. But I do want to show you this one video. This video was right above the video that had me in absolute hysterics. Absolutely hysterics. Let me just jump onto this first of all. We'll get this video and make sure that all the volumes are up. And there's been a lot being said about the Hearts. We're still going on about it. They're still grating their faces off. They're still saying that they ran away and don't look back in anger. I heard you say, oh, Derek ran away. We knew it's too late. Anyway, let's listen to this. Right, there's McInnes leading the troops out. Derek McInnes shot it and ran away. Derek McInnes, the bad loser, didn't even allow his players to get showered or get changed. He turned around to them and says, get your stuff, we're going. Some of the players have still got their boots on. Look at that, unbelievable. This is unbelievable scenes. We've all seen these. Well, Braga will not be at Celtic next year, will he? Now you see that? What was he saying? Him there? Look at what's the eye contact here? Ah, we see you, pal. Hard man running around to your bus. So much for them, so much. I don't see anybody that's been physically battered. I don't see anybody that's been slapped about. And I don't see anybody that's suffering from physical violence from Celtic fans. And I'm talking about this, I'm only talking about it because there's an agenda online. There's an agenda with mainstream media. You know, there's an agenda about banning Celtic fans for violence towards these players. And there's McInnes, look. Doesn't even look at any Celtic fans. Can't bear it. It's hilarious. It's sad in a way. And I'm going to say that it's sad in a way because it's a sad indictment of Derek McInnes and the type of person he is, to put his players through that. There was no reason for Derek McInnes that he couldn't have taken his players into the dressing room, and then any good manager, any manager worth his salt would say there is absolute no. See, if it was me and I was the manager of a team that got beaten at the bigger ground, I would say I'm not letting those, after 9 o'clock yet, isn't Spain, I'm not letting those bastards win. We're going back out there once the dust settles, and we're going to say well done to our fans. We're going to wave goodbye to our fans, and then we'll come back in, go home with our heads held high. But not Derek McInnes. He decides to put out an agenda. Put out an agenda that he walks out of Celtic Park. First, by the way, it's very unusual for the manager to come off the bus first. You can go into the bus first. Oh no, there's one player. Oh, look, it's Shankland. Look, and Shankland's running. My back. Injured. Fucking injured. Shanklin's first. He couldn't wait. It's the quickest he moved all afternoon. So there you go. Sorry, Derek. Shanklin shat it first and ran onto the bus, as we see. Followed by Derek. So it's even worse then. Because your captain should be shown the players the way. Well, he was, didn't he? It's like, I'll show you the way to the bus, lads. Follow me. I'll go out first. Big man. Onto the bus and ran away. And do you know the greatest bit is? Derek McInnes can think he's a top-class manager. I'm going to stop it right here. Because right above Derek McInnes is Jock Stein. That was a great manager. And that is all I'm giving those rats the time. And I'm only talking about it because I'm only talking about it due to the fact that there is a lot of media attention about Celtic getting fans banned for their assaults on players. None of these players look as if they've been assaulted. They all look as if they've had to leave the dressing room in a hurry. Very unlike players. Unbelievable. There we go. There's Braga. Can't see Braga being a Celtic player anytime soon. Not exactly happy with the fans. Would you welcome Braga to Celtic after that? Follow me, retreat to Edinburgh. Retreat to Edinburgh. Anyway, that's that done and dusted. Let's get back on to this. I've not updated anything since this morning. I've been rather busy today, work-wise. There is a lot of other Celtic news out there that's kind of a bit disturbing because we've been linked with another keeper. Just proves that McInnes and Shankland aren't leaders. Somebody says that the Hearts fans disappeared pretty quick. I think the Hearts fans disappeared once they realised that Derek McInnes and the players had fucked off. Sorry for swearing, but they disappeared. They'd left the building. They probably got words that the team buses left. What? Team buses left? What good is that? What good is that? Anyway, there is a lot of speculation about a goalkeeper that has been linked with Celtic previously. There has been speculation about that he may join the club in the summer. Just the time, and I'm only talking about it. There we go. So Wolfsburg, their goalkeeper. Could it be another Nico Kuhn repeat as Celtic go out to... Celtic are needing a goalkeeper. We know that. We're going to need a third choice goalkeeper. Do we go out and pay, what is this guy seemingly worth? 1.75 million. It's about in the price range, but should we spend that kind of money, or should we bring in somebody in for the youth, or should we bring in someone to really push Sinisalo? Ross Dohan, yes, he's a fine goalkeeper. He's nice backup, but he's never really proved himself. He played for Aberdeen. He played quite well for Aberdeen, you've got to admit. And I was surprised that he left Aberdeen and came to Celtic when he knew that he was going to be number 3 at Celtic at the time. He could still be number 3 next season, but would it be good for Celtic to have another experienced goalkeeper come in? And who's picking these players? It all leads to speculation that Celtic are on the verge. If they're not on the verge, they're about to appoint a manager that knows people inside the club, trusts people inside the club to do the job and pick the players that he would want. And that only means that there's only one person that could possibly be the next Celtic manager, because it narrows it down to Sean Maloney's friend and manager and boss, and he was also Maloney's assistant. Are we looking at the fact that finally Roberto Martinez may get his hands on the Celtic manager's job in the summer? The speculation will grow over that one over the next couple of weeks, but it's just with all these supposed decisions being made. Martin O'Neill has told Celtic that they need to get the finger out. They need to start work now. Martin O'Neill will have said that, and Martin O'Neill's not stupid. He's a sly old fox. He will know that there will be work going on in the background with Maloney, Fozzie, whoever else is in the recruitment team to be picking the players. But when it comes to the manager, we'll just need to wait and see. 1.75 million for a goalkeeper to bring him in. Would they sell him on? It's awfully like it, isn't it? There's other news that's out there tonight. Baz well said, been waiting on someone to say what you're saying. I'm raging that McInnes is not even a good manager because they never won the title. And to be fair, I've not been watching. I've not got. Everyone knows I don't really watch a lot of YouTube stuff, but and certainly not Celtic content because I've no time due to work and then relax and then get ready to come back on these shows. So I can't say what other Celtic channels are means. What other channels are saying. When the Celtic staff were getting attacked by Rangers fans at Ibrox, did you see them running to get on the bus? No, we didn't, did we? That's a good point. You know, Celtic didn't run out, and that's a cracking point, mate. That is an absolutely cracking point. You know? But anyway, talking about that lot, the season has just finished, and do you know, it's awfully echoing here when I stand up because of the lower roof in this bit compared to the old room. Yes, the season is over, but it wouldn't be the end of a season if it wasn't for a Rangers chairman to be talking about Celtic. Yes, he's at it again. The Rangers chairman has been talking about allocations for next season. The Rangers chairman, Andrew, the Catholic Kavanagh, and has been discussing away allocations for the derbies next season. Prior to the final game at Celtic Park, Celtic offered Rangers 2,400 tickets, provided that the brief would be made available only if the Union Bears weren't there. That was rejected by Rangers, who then got into talks with the Union Bears, who said they would put out a public statement to say that we're not coming. And then we'll put a banner up at the match telling everyone that we have to wear black because we're really coming. I'm still waiting on them. In fact, wait a minute. They've said they're coming again, so fuck knows. Still can't see them. But anyway, Andrew Kavanagh has opened up on the situation and for next season, and he said, "Look, we went to the SFA, the SPFL, sorry. We got the decision against us. Do you know that we wanted to accept anyone to go to the game? We want the SPFL to release the materials that have been submitted to both clubs, as well as the decision. We think it's incredibly important that we talk about the right allocations going forward. It's important that all clubs, the public, and maybe even the government see the basis of the decision." What's the government got to... They say keep politics out of football. They say keep politics out of football, and then you've got the Rangers owner saying that he wants the government to get involved when it comes to allocations. We all know that Rangers cut the allocation because they shat it, and then they said they were coming. Can I see them? Just checking the optical zoom. Triple light, super zenith, 10 times 50 field. Oh, what's that? Ah, no, it's Guardia Civil. No. See the Spanish military, but I can't see the Rangers coming. Anyway, that's enough about them. It's very like them. I can just see the taxman coming from over the hill. Yeah, they can that. Is that binoculars to see how far they are behind us? It's not at all. It's just to see if we can see them coming at all. It's they've got to feel important somehow, don't they? They've got to feel that they're still in the equation, even though they've finished in third place. But anyway, that is enough about them. He is trying his best to get into the media. And there's about another 2 or 3 Rangers headlines that I've seen come up after that, which is unbelievable. Anyway, Julian Araujo, we all know the little Mexican. He's been given a little reprieve, and it looks like that he may still, if reports are to believe that are coming out of, well, we know that he didn't come back to celebrate the title. Yes, I've got an email from them, Michelle. The email went live just as I came online. I will read the email. I think the email will be the exact same as the Twitter post. There wasn't any Celtic TV. Hang on a minute. Martin O'Neill giving Sriracha special praise after the game at the weekend, which was on Celtic TV. Let me get the Celtic Fans Collective to see what they've done. Celtic Fans Collective. They have put out a statement. I've just had an email from them. I say that it's probably went out the exact same time. Over the last 10 days, we've had a clear reminder of just how badly some people in Scotland I'll put it on the big screen so that you can all read it. This is from the Celtic Fans Collective. I'll see if the email will be the exact same as this. Over the last 10 days, we've had a clear reminder of just how badly some people in Scotland did not want Celtic to win the league. We have seen a careful curated list of referee decisions held up as evidence of conspiracy. Remember when they used to just say that we were paranoid? And now it's conspiracy that the refs are working with us. Well, several decisions given against Celtic in recent weeks have been omitted from the discussion. Celtic won the league title because keeper. Do you know what? I'm not really fussy about this, to be honest. Now the focus has shifted to Celtic supporters celebrating on the pitch. People are entitled to take a critical view of pitch incursions. They're not something that is encouraged. It's not something that is encouraged. You chucked bouncy balls on the pitch. Vague claims of violence, disorder. Yeah, I've kind of called that out as well. The main focus should be on Martin O'Neill and his team, who deserve. Celtic are champions for the 56th time. That is the story. Galvanised and it's a bit of a nothing statement from the Celtic Fans Collective. To be honest, I mean, there's been a lot said over the last couple of days. Maybe it's just it took them till midnight night to put this out. I don't know why they're putting it out. Are they putting it? Are they putting it out because to keep themselves in the fans' eyes? Because tomorrow it'll all be about Willie Hockey and Paul McStay and the Celtic Season Ticket Alliance Trust. It's a very divisive. It's could we not just wait till after the Scottish Cup final and then just go hell for leather? Because it's as if the Celtic, it's like we've just achieved something absolutely great, and fair enough, they can put a statement out saying that the narrative, and I think that everyone is entitled to put out something about the narrative of the Scottish football agenda against Celtic. The travesty of the story was it was an incredible season that's been distorted by these who either don't know or just frankly cannot bear to see us win. The record needs to be set straight, was one of the comments. I think that Celtic fans and other fans around other normal-minded people will know that Celtic won the title fair and square. But as the American owner is the build of Nelly Stadium. Yeah. He's trying to get there's a cracking one. The bullshit broadcast corporation need to turn the anti-Celtic narrative. Need to turn. I wouldn't expect anything else from that lot. Anyway, that's the Celtic Fans Collective statement this evening. Does get me asking why they're putting it out tonight. Why didn't they put it out yesterday? It's all about timing, I suppose, isn't it? They'll say that they've got jobs and stuff and things to do. They're not hanging about online. Anyway, that's enough of that. Because we are still talking about players that Celtic have been linked with. No, we're talking about Julian Araujo before I was rudely interrupted. Julian Araujo, he was one player that didn't come back to Celtic to receive his medal. Tam the Czech came back to Celtic and received his winner's medal. Julian Araujo was back in Mexico, has been back in Mexico for a good couple of weeks now after injuring himself. Reports suggest that the right back remains in line for the squad for the World Cup. And it looks like he still will play at the World Cup. I think that would be absolutely fantastic for Julian Araujo, and we will wish him all the best. And I'm sure that many Celtic fans will be up to what I'm not staying up during the night. If a Mexico's game's on at 3 o'clock in the morning, you could not a chance. I don't know about you lot, but there is no way am I sitting up to watch any game in America at 3 o'clock in the morning. No way. Not letting them. And plus, there's going to be these stupid 15-minute. Every 15 minutes into a game, there's going to be a 3-minute break for water. Mum, I need to just stop for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. It's funny that, because 3 minutes used to be the old time that you got for commercial breaks. When they called them commercial breaks. Now when you sit and watch Sky, you've got about 10 minutes of mini programmes. I mean, adverts. Such a turn off. That's why I don't watch a lot of telly. Anyway, good luck to Julian Araujo in the summer for Mexico. If there's any games that are on at a reasonable time of night, either 6 o'clock or the 9 o'clock kickoffs or whatever it is, the fact that he had a hamstring issue at Celtic, he's one player I would have loved to see win that title. Could you just imagine Julian Araujo on that pitch towards the end of the end of the game? You know, coming on for Alistair Johnston. It would have been absolutely fantastic to see. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, he won't be here. Will he be here next year? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Anyway, more news. Celtic have been putting out sneaky little snippets on the website for all yous that go into the website and how about someone show the footage of Kent grabbing the Celtic fan's phone and then proceed to stamp on it? Jim, if you haven't watched the video from today when I was looking at the footage and the interview on Talk Sport, and the reason that I put that up is because Talk Sport actually show that video, and there's been over, I think there's been over 100,000 people have watched that video on TalkSport alone. So people have saw that video, and the narrative doesn't seem to be changing. You know, TalkSport specifically had that video up that shows the full incident of the Hearts player grabbing the phone and then throwing it to the ground and then trying to stamp on it. But they didn't speak about it on Talk Sport? Was that Talk Sport just putting a little bit out there just to level things up a bit? Do you know, like subliminal marketing? Do you know, it's like, well, we'll talk about one thing, but we'll show you what really went on in the pitch. That's subliminal marketing. It's like they'll talk about one thing, talk about Martin O'Neill, talk about the Celtic fans on the pitch, but then show you a video of what was really going on. It was quite sneaky. It was quite sneaky. And I bet you Jim White knew nothing about that video that was being shown to the public at the time because he was just sitting in the studio. So fair play to the Talk Sport producers for showing that specific video. Fair play to them. Anyway, Celtic, back to Celtic, because they have been, they put out a statement tonight. Celtic Football Club, a statement by Celtic Football Club, put out at 7 o'clock this evening. Celtic are once again champions. Champions again, ole ole. Champions again. My back. I've got a sore back just now. I can't be jumping like that. I've done my back and right at the bottom of the back. Anyway, Celtic are once again champions, following champions of Scotland, following another dramatic match on Saturday, May the 16th, which saw Callum McGregor and the boys lift the Scottish Premiership trophy for the 15th time, 15th season, for the 5th season in a row. What is it, 14 and 15? 14 and 15, isn't it? For the 5th season in a row. The captain praised the season ticket holders after the game for their vocal support throughout the campaign, saying, "It is our responsibility to give you special days like this as a thank you for pushing them to victory time and time again. So make sure you're here next season and play your part for those magical moments for them to happen. Renew your season ticket online by 29th of May 2026, motherfuckers." Oh, yeah. Do you ever watch those American? I've done a lot of advertising and stuff over the years, and I used to always love watching American TV adverts because they were hilarious. I mean, Americans had it way better for TV adverts and stuff years and years ago. And you had this guy that owns a garage. "Yeah, come down and buy your car from me, and I'm going to sell you to this big motherfucker. And it's like $19.99, and you can buy it for this much and this." It's just fucking brilliant, isn't it? Anyway. Delirious. Yep, still delirious after winning the league. Anyway, that is your statement from Celtic tonight. Buy your season tickets. And by the way, I still haven't had a reply from Willie Hockey or his assistant. I don't think I will, to be honest, and I won't care. I'll not even cover their stuff. Simple as that. It's a two-way conversation. If it's not a two-way conversation, you're not having a one-way conversation on this channel, as they say. So, in other Celtic news, it's just about this Roberto Martinez stuff kicking about again, as you would expect. And then that's really about it, isn't it? Yeah, there's not a lot of stuff going around. Police role in Celtic Hearts to swerve abandoned game. This will be paid content. I'm not even going to read it. It's for the rag. Anyway, let's jump into some of your comments this evening. It's a bit of a quiet night. Monday night, it's usually quiet. Although Monday nights previously have been not too bad, but it's the season's over and done with, isn't it? So it's just like me and you. It's just like us. There's nobody else left. How you feeling? No, seriously, how you feeling after the weekend's exploits? I'd done my back in, so it's fucking. Don't keep on swearing. Done the bottom of my back in, overexerting myself whilst I was celebrating. Statement from Dermond when Brendan walked. Celtic win the league, at least. I asked the Daily Record about the Hearts player in the tunnel, pointing and shouting to Celtic fans in the main stand. There you go, Joseph. You're not going to hear nothing from them. Dunfermline's beat us and they will. Dunfermline's not going to beat us. Yeah. So the clip of Martin O'Neill destroying Jim White and Simon Jordan on Talksport, trying to push their narrative, was pure poetry. It was good, wasn't it? It was really good, as they say. Right. These English Rangers fans crying about pitch invasions, but they have no problem with country invasions. Oh, do you know what? How many's on? It's just us, isn't it? There's not loads of. That was a saved comment. Since we're half an hour in and people have came and disappeared off the video, because there's been over 1,000 people buggered off now, going by the numbers. I'm going to I'm going to show you this video. This is just below the 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 video of the Rangers players going on the bus. And I find that it's nothing to do with football. And if you don't like this bit, I can only apologise. But the season's over and done with, so we're kind of just having like me and you moments. Don't tell your missus. It's nothing really serious. It's just like a bit of men hugging and that. It's nothing like. Anyway, don't know where I was going with that. Right, let me look at this, because there is the video of the Hearts players going on, and then the very next video down below. And this was like warning, there's a significant chance that you'll die of cringe watching this video. And I'm thinking, you'll die of cringe watching this video. So I'm like, I'll put it back to the beginning. And it's all about Tommy the Ned. And this was his biggest event. Bear with me, I know you don't like this kind of stuff, and I know it's not football related, but there's been politicians and politics all talking about football, and I thought this was funny more than anything. It's hilarious.
This is the biggest event in British history.
There are millions on the streets of London.
Cocky little fella, isn't he? Confident. Let's just have a look at a bird's eye view. More people.
Hey, look at that! Listen to this.
Watched Cardiff play Northampton last month. More people watched Cardiff play Northampton last month. But let's have a look at some of the entertainment at this.
Oh, watch this. This is.
Let me hear you. I mean, just the men. And the women. Now everyone together. 1, 2, 3. Well, everyone's having fun there, living their best lives. What about this little musical delight?
Civilian soldiers.
Wait a minute here. Whoa. Hand of God. Are you there? You like a bit of country and western. What's this guy singing?
Civilian soldiers.
That's what I thought.
Come on!
These people say they want to preserve British culture. Is this their idea of British culture? Literally more out of tune than the average pissed up karaoke. The truth is, this protest was humiliating for Tommy Robinson because the attendance was just so poor. But the far right is dangerous, and they are emboldened, and they are openly preparing for conflict. They are the real principal dangers in this country, and they need to be defeated.
Yes, well said, that man. And I know it's nothing to do with Celtic, but it was one of the funniest things that I have seen when it comes to when you look at stuff from the outside. It is quite funny. But anyway, we are just having a short one tonight. There's some notifications coming. Let me just double check these. Anthony Joseph's always good for an update. Well, Aberdeen have offered Graham Shinney a new contract. His contract expires in the summer. Ooh. There you go. And then just Martin O'Neill. Ref watch. Oh God, here comes Dermot Gallagher. We'll listen to this one actually.
Made it 2-1 to Celtic. Now, this goal was given offside on field. It was overturned by VAR. Now, it's the graphic that was shown, which seemed to have caused a bit of confusion, though. A lot of people who watched this one couldn't understand. But look, Dermot, clear this one up. Explain why the goal was allowed to stand.
Yeah, if you see the ball here, Hayley,
His
my
hands-
head is an offside position, but as we always talk about, being an offside position isn't necessarily an offence. Ball's channeled through, I think, it's channeled through to Osman. If you let it run now, ball goes through to Osman, who's the closest. And at this point, my head is behind the ball and behind play, so can't be offside. The assistant, when he's looked across, has then gone, well, Osman is not going to get the ball. My head is going to get the ball, which is incorrect. He didn't. He's flagged him offside, but the VAR, that's what it's there for, has overturned and correctly given the goal.
Again, like Dermot just said, it was a great pass and Osman made a great run to stay onside. But I just want to say Maeda's movement is fantastic because he's been smart enough to react. A lot of forwards there will stop, but he's reacted, he's shuffled his feet backwards, he's come back to the ball and he's got the goal. But Maeda's been doing that. I was playing against him in Japan when he was playing for Marinos. He was doing that all the time because he's really fast, but he's switched on. It's a perfectly good goal.
Did he just say that he's been doing that all the time because he's really fast?
He was playing for Marinos. He was doing that all the time because he's really fast, but he's switched on. It's a perfectly good goal. And when you think of the history of Premier League football, Van Nistelrooy used to be great at that, Robbie Fowler used to be great at that. All the great strikers were really good at that movement, and that is a perfectly good goal. Great decision.
Yeah, tough one to officiate, high-stakes game as well, all that pressure too. And look, it showed, didn't it? The third goal went in, fans poured onto the pitch. Now, the SPFL confirmed the game had reached full time, so it wasn't abandoned because of the pitch invasion. But Dermot, I mean, what are the protocols for a referee here? Why is it not absolutely mandatory for the referee to blow the full-time whistle then?
Well, I think when the free kick was played, Hearts had a free kick, and you know if they scored from that free kick, they're going to win the league because it had been 2-2. That gets played out. Celtic attacked 3-on-0 because the goalkeeper's up. At that point, they're just about to finish. When Osman put the ball in the net, the referee said that's the game over. There's no obligation to restart the game. Fans invaded. I think the clever thing was Don Robertson got him and his officials out of the way. He's probably said to the police there, look, game's over, that's it. You know, it's up to you what you do on the pitch. I just want the players off safely.
Do you not think he should help, maybe even bring the security on the pitch and bring the police on the pitch to help clear the pitch?
Well, you can see him talking to the...
But they just have to get off the pitch straight away.
Well, the first priority really is the referee get off the pitch, you know, for his own safety, get the players off, and say to the police commander, look, you've got to get this under control. You know, you've got to get these players off, and that's probably what you're saying to him there. You know, his duty is protecting the players, and he can't go on physically and do it himself. He's you know, he's not able.
People,
There you go. There you go. There's Ref Watch from Sky talking about the decisions that to end the game. We all know that what's happened, and it's interesting to get an ex-English Premier League referee kind of confirming what we all know. Anyway, what an interesting night. When's the season start? Oh, it's going to be a long summer, isn't it? Anyway, that is me done and dusted for this evening. The Huns are more raging because the last three refs are brothers. Yes, this is very true. It's been absolutely fantastic to be around tonight. We are going to just go down to half-hour shows in the morning and in the evening just now until we get closer to the game at the weekend, and then we'll ramp it back up for one big last hurrah against Dunfermline. It'll be interesting to see what Martin O'Neill, I wonder what questions he'll get asked. Do I think he'll get asked about Dunfermline much, or if it will just be a continuation of the league that finished nearly a week before? Anyway, have a fantastic evening, Celtic fans, wherever you are, all around the world.